Now I invite Shri Dhananjay Tingal, Executive Director Bachpan Bachao Andolan, to share experiences of the organization in the prevention aspect of trafficking.
Good morning. Priyanji, thanks for being here. And जो प्रेम ने जो रिकमेंडेशन दिया 15 से 18 साल तक अनिवार्य शिक्षा बच्चों की होनी चाहिए, इसका जस्ट स्टार्ट ऑफ विद an incident. I was talking to a girl, a child in Rajasthan. We are running a ashram there for our shelter home, and also vocational training center for the girl children who are in the nearby villages. There is a village called Raghunatpura which is surrounded by hillocks from three sides and has a very difficult terrain to go. So I was talking to a girl from there. She was in the training center. After first I asked her, what do you want to become? She said, I want to become a police officer. I said, what's your age? She said 16. Then again I asked her, okay, you are 16. That area is well known for child marriages. Rajasthan को उस इलाके में विराटनगर, थानागाजी, अलवर वो सारे इलाका child marriages is very well known. I said कि यार आप तो 16 साल के हो गए हो, अब पिताजी आपकी शादी कर देंगे. She looked at me like a very dirty look, and immediately said कि नहीं हमारे यहाँ बच्चों की शादियाँ नहीं होती. 18 साल से पहले किसी की शादी. I asked him, क्या करते हो? कहाँ रहते हो? बोले सारे बच्चे 18 साल के बाद. We have worked in that village, so I knew how difficult it was to commute. It was, and the nearest school after class 5, though it was increased to 8, but after that also was school was 20 kilometers from there, and there was no direct mode of transportation. So I said, 18 से पढ़ते कैसे जाते हो स्कूल? She said that they have demanded they have got a bus service which comes from the morning and goes in the evening. So that takes care. So I asked her, how do you do it? And how the child marriage was taught? Well, it's just because all the girls are in the school till 18. So no girl is getting married. Parents and everybody in the community have agreed and they are sending the girls. And the community is also taking the responsibility of safety of the girls. This is on one hand, which was in Rajasthan. Similarly, project we were doing in Jharkhand in a tribal village. In a very remote village we were there. I was talking to the girls, and this village was just about 200, not even 200 meters from the school. There were about 30 families. So we asked them, I was talking to them and they were children. So I said, why don't you send the school children to a school? They said, why should we send the children to the school? There is no teacher. स्कूल में पढ़ाई के लिए होता है, पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही तो क्यों भेजें? बच्चे घूमते रहते हैं, their safety is at risk. At least the children are in front of our eyes, they are safe. दूसरे बच्चों से और क्या गलत बात सीखेंगे पता नहीं. That's all I was saying. So when we are talking of accountability, now if I ask, who is accountable for the 12 lakh children who are in prostitution? Who is accountable for a minimum of 43 lakh children who are in child labor? Again, there have been just 204 cases of child labor which have been registered. Despite the schemes of the government of India, Ministry of Labour, only 80 cases of bonded labor were. So who is accountable for this? Recently I was reading a news report which said that the teachers are doing just 28% of their duty which they are supposed to do. So this means that 72% of time they are spending in other activities apart from teaching and being in the school. If this is the case, then where are the children? We have the schemes, beautiful schemes which have come out. As Mr. Mohan said just now that India has the best laws and also I like to they have the best schemes. But how are they being implemented? the incident that Mr. Bhuvani told about the case, this was a thing. We have rescued children in 2015-16, and that time you find the parents who were coming to our shelter home and to CWC, they were bringing the certificate of the school. All of the children were in the school at that time, and so if they were in the school and they were from the past time. So if they were in the school, then how can they be working here? The simple thing was that they have come to visit his uncle or brother or XYZ. Out of that, we just got an idea. We thought, let's do one thing, because the school register is a legal document and nobody can challenge it. If the child is present in the school register, then the child is present, wherever the child may be. So what we did was we took a sample of 100 children who were staying in our home with orders of the magistrate. And we got a back check done in their villages, in the schools. Was surprised and horror. 35% children were 100% present during the time when they were staying there with the magistrate. 50% children were there who had been in the school during that period. And there were only about 25% children who were absent for that period. And that was only for midday meal when we calculated the cost and the sapling off and the scam is coming up. We just calculated, when we extrapolated it, it came out 88,000 crore rupees in sapling off just in the name of midday. So this is the thing. This is a situation where there is no accountability of anyone. All the children, our colleagues here, we have been working in more than 500 villages. और जब से सब शिक्षा अभियान आया है, एजुकेशन आया है, a very interesting thing is that 100% children are enrolled in the school. There is not a single child without a school. You see the attendance list at the end of the month, all 100% are present also. Nobody can challenge it. That's a very interesting thing. And it has become so because teachers are home. They have been told that all the children in the school in the village has to be in that school. So what does the teacher do is go to the house to house, take the names, write down their name in the register, get them admitted, and they are there. BP has been working for the last 35-38 years on the issue of child labor. We started off with the protection mechanism of rescue operations. In 2000, we started off with a preventive mode. It was felt that it's very important that the children who are coming here, we are only rescuing the children from the destination area, but it's also important that we are able to prevent them from being affected. In that, a program called Bal Program was started. And the purpose was that the school should be made as a body, as a place where the monitoring body. And who should monitor? Instead of giving it to the responsibility to the school or to the panchayat or to anybody, we thought of empowering the community, empowering the children themselves to monitor if the child is not coming to the school or checking the trafficking. We have worked in 500 villages, some in 2001, 2002. And it has been a great, good experience where we see the children themselves monitoring why the child is absent for 2 or 3 days, why the child does not come. If they don't find a satisfactory answer from the parents, they go and report. There is a Bal Panchayat which is being formed, whose responsibility is this, who are being trained. Though it's not a legal body, but what we are doing is we are getting it recognized by the village panchayat and giving a voice to the children in the development also. It is also important to see that education, just as Priyanki ne bhi kaha, 40%, more than 40% is the dropout rate after class 8. Why is the dropout rate so high? And our experience has said that it is not only because they don't want to study, it is also because the access to the schools is not so easy. Wherever we have worked, be it the remotest villages or good upward villages in UP and the remote villages where we don't even have food. In Jharkhand, we found the parents are interested in sending their children to education. They want their child to be educated. In 2005, when we started working in Jharkhand in Koderma district, that was a time when the schools in those areas were blown apart or they have become a police checkpost. We started talking to the people and there was a demonstration which went to the district magistrate asking them to open the schools. So he asked the old lady, her name was Munni, that why do you want the school? The school में बच्चे जाएंगे उसका चल डिबरा जो चुनेंगे डिबरा is the mica test. Mica mining is one of the major areas of that area. सब बच्चे उसमें लगे रहते हैं. जब हम लोग काम 2005 में किया था, we found more than 5,000 children in 50 villages. तो डिबरा जो चुनेंगे पढ़ाई लिखाई क्या करेगी उनके बाद? She looked at him and said, पढ़ा लिखा के आपके साथ गेम डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट हो. So that's the aspiration of all the children. When we are talking of quality, but access to education is far more important than the quality of a child who has to travel 20 kilometers where there is no bus service available. What option does that girl have rather than drop out because of the safety of her safety also? In different places, we have different challenges. So, if we are able to give them the access, we are able to provide them the services, then it will become easier. And our model of Parliament which we have seen, we have got across in different geographies, different locations, different people. And one of the most interesting places where we worked was in Bandipur. In 2010, when we started, there was a village called Mangla Panchayat in Bandipur, inside the Bandipur wildlife sanctuary. There were schools, beautiful schools. But after fifth, all of them were a bit open out. The reason was, after fifth, the school was outside the wildlife sanctuary, and it was about 18 kilometers, and it was through the jungles. There was no road was there, but there was no transportation there. So everybody was dropping after, all the children were dropping out after class 5. When we realized that we were working with them, we realized, so the children said they want to study, they went to district bus service was started. On the demand that, okay, bus will come at 7 o'clock, we'll leave from Mangla at 7 o'clock and come back at 4 o'clock when the school gets over. So all the children who have dropped out, they started going to the school outside. And now, after 10 years, 8 years, we were talking to them, they were saying that there are 8 buses which are flying, 8 to 10 buses. Now they need more. And the demand was because not is being used by everyone, so the children are not able to have that access that they used to have before. So that is what it is, the empowerment is. We need to see that if we make the education compulsory, free, accessible, of 18, holding the teachers accountable and letting them do the work that they are supposed to do, then I think that we can, lot many issues of child rights can be sorted out. There will not be any trafficking, child marriages can be controlled. And if the children are empowered to take action on their own, then I am sure sexual abuse cases will also come down. Instead of being dependent on the government, it's also important that the people should become empowered and make the agencies who are accountable, hold them accountable. there should be a demand for the rights of the people rather than just waiting for the rights to come. And that is what our model which we are running in the villages has done. Similarly, on I'm sure rehabilitation we'll be talking later, but today morning only I got a message from a child whom we rescued in 2006. He was 9 years old, and now he has cleared his 10th in first division, 12th in first division, and now studying BCom honors. So in the morning only I sent a message to our dear friend Arvind, who is the photographer, he has shared that. So that is the education, power of education, which is a child who was a 9-year-old working, rescued from Lumre Laka area of the Nadi Kari, working in Delhi, now is a student of BCom and want to become an accountant. So that's the power of education, and that's the power when you motivate a person to become a. So that I would like to sum up here, and I'm sure, as Priyanka said, that 18 years should be a compulsory age, and if that is done, lot many issues of child rights, I'm sure, will be sorted. Thank you.